Hello and welcome, Charlotte, North Carolina, our championship game between the Butler Bulldogs and the Ardrey Kell Knights here at the Hickory Tavern Chick-fil-A Blakeney Winter Classic. Nick Kloss with you for the championship matchup between these two. Starting off with the Butler Bulldogs led by head coach Patrick King, 6-4 on the year, and they took care of business last night against Charlotte Latin to get to this championship game. And they were led by a player who usually is not their leading scorer, Reese Starnes. 14 points in the semifinal win against Latin. Had a really good outing and really good at finishing at the rim. Now for the home team, the host team, Ardrey Kell, the Knights, led by Brett Freeman. Freeman had a good day for Ardrey Kell. Puts up around 16.2 points per game, 4 rebounds, 3 assists yesterday. Put up 12 points in the win, and that was a close one against Porter Ridge. Looking for a close one today. We want a good championship, a classic here at Ardrey Kell. After the break, we got tip from this one. Back in Charlotte, North Carolina, starting lineups getting ready to be announced. Butler 6-4 on the year out of Matthews, North Carolina. Mentioned Reese Starnes is that player to watch, but Tyler Showalter, their leading scorer, averaging 23.5 points per game and 8 rebounds, so nearly a double-double. Caleb Milligan, number one in red. Ardrey Kell in white on the other side of things. Milligan, the second leading scorer on this Butler team, as you see there, Starnes coming off a really good day in the semifinals. And Ardrey Kell needs a little bit better of a shooting day early. Coach Michael Kraft not disappointed with that win, obviously, but the way they got it was a little different. Brett Freeman did a good job, averaging just around 16 points per game, but 12 in that semifinal against Porter Ridge, where he was battling all night long with Samaj Long, the point guard for the Pirates, who's another great player in the state of North Carolina. This our championship game, the final game of this tournament right here on Bay Hackle Sports. We appreciate you for being along for the ride for this one, and the culmination here between the Butler Bulldogs and the Ardrey Kell Knights. Can they protect their home turf? The women team playing just before them, losing to Porter Ridge in a really tight one. It came down to a game-winning 3. Well, we'll see if this one comes down to the same. These two teams played yesterday, but in two very different games. Ardrey Kell played in a tight one. They were back and forth with Porter Ridge. They were down by as much as 17, had to battle back. Butler, the opposite, led the whole entire way and put their opponent away early in the Charlotte Latin Hawks. Showalter against Wacker. Jump ball won by Ardrey Kell and underway. Here we go. Hammonds. Reliable point guard for Ardrey Kell. Caskey, pull-up jumper. Caskey, leading scorer for the Knights, 21 points per game. Showalter goes inside, no foul. Pulled down by Hammonds. Fast break, Freeman. Off the glass and in, 2-0 in our first points of this championship game. DeQuandre Currents, star football player for the Butler Bulldogs as well as the starting point guard. Was named Offensive Player of the Year for Butler this season, also a first-team All-Conference member. Butler having a lot of his history in football and some good basketball players coming through as well. Starnes, first trip to the line for anyone in today's game. He hits the first. Second one goes for Starnes. 2-2 tied up. Wacker trickles off the rim, brought down by Badio. Currents to the corner, Milligan. Back to Currents. Currents to the other side, Starnes. Showalter. Pull-up jumper, too short. Barely touches the rim. Hammonds for Kraft. Caskey for Hammonds, pull-up jumper. Badio goes inside, out for Milligan. Bit behind and goes straight into the Ardrey Kell bench. Whistle stopped play, but it's just Badio needing to tie up his shoes. Don't want anyone to trip, of course. Got enough going on the ankles playing high school basketball. Don't need a shoelace involved. Caskey up. Nice finish at the rim. Caden Caskey with his first bucket. Foul going against Ardrey Kell, their second of the game. Butler with none so far. Showalter to Currents. Milligan to Badio. Badio for the triple. 1 point lead for Butler. The Bulldogs around 28% from three on the season. Caskey, other side, Hammonds, the open look. He answers. Showalter kicks it outside. Milligan will try from 3. Hard bounce out. Freeman inside, draws contact. Foul on the floor. Going against Tyler Showalter. Picks up his first foul of the game. Hammonds tries to bounce it for Wacker. Turnover, Milligan tries another 3. This one goes. Caleb Milligan, second leading scorer for the Bulldogs, gets in on the action. Pull up for Caskey, too strong. Hammonds pulls up. Too strong on the other side. Showalter, slow coming up the court. Not on your screen, but he trails in. Keeps on gripping his midsection. Drives inside. Draws the foul, lands one. Showalter. Slow to get up. Some contact on both ends has put Showalter limping to the bench. We'll see what's up with that. 9-10-7. Butler up. Ardrey Kell leading in the first quarter over Butler, but a tight game. You can tell very back and forth. Some substitutions. Bryson Thomas, who played a lot in the semifinal game against Porter Ridge, guarding Samaj Long, who was the leading scorer for Porter Ridge. Looks like Thomas will draw the matchup of Caleb Milligan, so it is 10-7 now Butler as Showalter makes it 11-7 with the 3-point play. Some confusion there with the scoreboard over on the scorer's table, but things get sorted out. So now a 4-point lead for Butler. Freeman hands off for Hammonds. Goes to the left. Caskey for 3. Fouled. 3 shots for Caden Caskey coming up at the line. And you see there, Milligan just doesn't give Caskey the space to land. Easy call for the officials. Caskey good at the free throw line, gets the first. Second one in and out. Hits the third, comes away with 2, 4 points on the day for Caden Caskey. Currents running the point. 5 in red entering the game, that's Eli Greer. Nice pass inside. Reese Starnes finishes, but a foul on the offensive end. Bulldogs get called, so the pretty passing. No points to show from it. 11-9, 2-point lead for Butler. Inside, Bryson Thomas back for Hammonds. Kicks it. Shot from Kraft, the lefty. Too strong. Starnes comes down with it. Currents to the corner. Milligan. Showalter gets the offensive rebound, keeps the possession alive. Starnes coming off a 14-point night. Loses the ball. Currents picks it up. Showalter, guarded by Hammonds, senses a mismatch, can't get the finish. Freeman pushing the pace, misses the layup. Starnes, another board. Here comes Greer, kicks it for Milligan. It was a close game in the first half. Showalter from three can't hit, but it was a close game from the first half at least for Butler and Charlotte Latin before Butler in the second half went on a run as there's Hammonds hitting his second three of the day. Six points for Delaney Hammonds, the senior point guard. Averages around 8 assists per game. Does it on both ends as well. Very good defender. Starnes gets a nice finish. 4 points for Starnes. Ardrey Kell works it around. Kraft open for three. Ardrey Kell takes a 2-point lead on Butler. Knocking down their shots from the outside, and that's really been the difference late in the first quarter. Under a minute now, and a couple subs coming in for Butler. They're pretty deep as far as who they can run in a rotation. Ashton Lawrence comes in. You'll see him on the off the bench a few times, as well as Ari Branch, who's top 5 in scoring on Butler, 6 points per game and 3 boards. Currents goes up high off the glass, beats Caskey to tie things up at 15. Kraft. Thomas for Freeman. Bryson Thomas goes to the left, up and in. Gets the foul and the bucket. Chance at a 3-point play, I believe. And the bucket did not count, so we're staying tied up at 15. Excuse me, bucket did count, so 3-point play, 17-15. And Thomas completes it. Currents goes to the paint. Offensive foul called. Kraft gets his bench on their feet. Drawing the charge. First foul going against DeQuandre Currents. 10 seconds left in the first. Freeman holding for the last shot. 1 second, Currents takes it. Didn't have enough time. Throws it forward, but nothing there. Ardrey Kell takes over at the end, 18-15 up at the end of the first. tonight. (18-15). Ardrey Kell taking a 3-point lead at the end of the first quarter. Championship game, winner take all. Just had a thriller in the women's game between Porter Ridge and Ardrey Kell. Porter Ridge taking home the hardware in that one. Butler trying to rain on the Ardrey Kell parade again here in the men's game. Caskey pulls it away. Over for Kraft. Already hit 2 threes today. Caskey gets to the right side, draws the foul. And it looks like Badio be called with the foul. Coach King not too happy with that, talking to the official. Arguing his point, he felt like Badio went straight up. There's been a few calls Coach King has spoken to the official about, so trying to just get his point across. Caskey hits the first to extend to a 4-point lead. Second one doesn't go. Showalter back in the game. Greer and Currents, the backcourt right now for Butler. In time for Showalter. Stripped away, and a foul called against double threes. Jake Weckerl. Weckerl, easily tallest player on the court right now, standing at 6'9". Showalter at 6'6", and Starnes at 6'5". Two tallest players on Butler. Showalter hits the second, 3-point lead for Ardrey Kell. Kraft for Griffiths, and the finish from Weckerl. Gets in the game and a quick 2 points. Weckerl a senior too, so a couple years of varsity basketball there. Showalter draws the contact from Griffiths, heads to the line for 2. Misses the first. Hits the second, stays on trend. 5 points for Showalter, averages just over 23.5 on the season. Getting looks from multiple different Division I programs in the state of North Carolina. Freeman. Hammonds back for Freeman. Thomas for Hammonds. Goes to the baseline. Griffiths. Back up top for Freeman. Guarded by Badio. Pulls up. Too short. Currents loses it. Dishes it out. Showalter. Stolen by Griffiths. Goes up and gets the points. 23-17. Badio tries to kick it to the corner for Starnes. Miscommunication. but also poked out by Bryceton Thomas, going for the steal, so stays with Butler. Showalter, lefty from the corner. Bryceton Thomas comes down with the board. Hammonds averages around 12 points per game, goes up. Showalter, good defense. Currents, underhand. Foul called, blocking going against Bryceton Thomas. Currents getting to the line for the first time today. Misses the first. Milligan checking back in for Badio. Greer staying on the floor. The one thing I really noticed about Greer is how fast he can be off the dribble. Definitely threw Charlotte Latin for a loop. That's the backcourt Coach King is running now. 23-17, Hammonds. Over for Bryceton Thomas. Griffiths. Goes left. Underneath, Showalter. Called on the foul. Griffiths at the line. First one does not go. Griffiths, a good addition off the bench for Coach Kraft. Misses the second. 6-point game. Milligan. Other side, Greer. Caskey stumbles, gets back to his feet. Showalter turns, shot, mid-range J, goes. Freeman, only 2 points so far today. Griffiths for Caskey. Griffiths, wide open shot. Off the side and out, Showalter. To Milligan, from the corner, in and out. Ardrey Kell comes down with it, but can't stay in bounds. Butler will have the ball when we come back. 23-19, AK up. Tonight's Bay Hackle Sports Game of the Week is brought to you by Queen City Audio, Video, and Appliances, your outdoor kitchen and tailgate headquarters. And by Acosta, Heating, Cooling, and Electrical. the household name for quality and trust. And by Charlotte's hometown legal team. If you're injured, call the Downer Law Firm. 23-19 here in the first half, second quarter. Ardrey Kell up by 4 on the Butler Bulldogs. Butler had the lead early before a run by the Knights. Now Eli Greer running the point, pull-up jumper, no good. Ardrey Kell slows things down, picked off by Ari Branch, the freshman. Showalter for 3, can't get it. Milligan keeps the possession going. Starnes gets his own board and the putback. Six points for Starnes here in the first half. 2-point game. Hammonds gets it around and back, hesitates. Kraft makes one miss, pull-up jumper. Doesn't go, still on the ground, free. Butler takes it back. Greer goes up, drops one in. Smallest guy on the floor, not playing like it. Eli Greer gets an and one opportunity, 2 points, ties the game at 23. In and out. Doesn't complete the three-point play, but still ties things up. Hammonds down for Kraft. Back up top. Freeman for 3. High rebound gathered by Ari Branch. He's got space. Trips, allows the defense to get back in for Ardrey Kell. Greer trying to go through again. Draws the foul. Gonna be against number 4 in white, Matthew Kraft. 5 fouls now for Ardrey Kell here in the second quarter, so bonus territory, leads to 2 shots. Greer misses another, 0 for 2 so far tonight. Second one goes for Greer. 1 for 3. Butler up by 1. Hammonds finds Kraft for Freeman. Hammonds guarded by Badio, goes to the left. Right hand. You got an and one. Well, Hammond says I got one too. 25-24 with a chance to extend it to a 2-point lead for Delaney Hammonds, the senior point guard for Ardrey Kell. Hammonds completes the 3-point play. Nine points for Delaney Hammonds, who gets his first rest. Greer back for Currents, Badio, and on the other way. A zone defense right now for Ardrey Kell. Corner 3 for Ari Branch. Back and forth we go. Lead change after lead change. 27-26 now. Under a minute to play in the half. Freeman goes left. Caskey. 5 points for him so far. Turns outside. Bryson Thomas. They're calling a travel against Caskey. It looks like Greer and Caskey kind of ran into each other. Both tried to see if they could get a foul. Official quickly broke that up, and now on the other side, Milligan for three, in and out. Showalter gets fouled on the floor. 2 shots coming for Tyler Showalter. Bryson Thomas getting called on the foul for his first of the day. Free throw good for Showalter, 28-26. Badio coming back in for Caleb Milligan. Second one doesn't go for Showalter. Kraft comes down with the board. Griffiths, under 20 seconds on the clock. Now for Kraft. Thomas back for Caskey. Keeps it. 3 seconds. Loses the ball. And the second quarter will end at the end of the half. Butler goes on a run at the end to make it 28-26. Our halftime report from Downer Law Firm coming up after the break. Welcome back to the Downer Law Firm halftime report. 28-26, Butler leading Ardrey Kell. While we wait, we're going to talk with Jeff Taylor, who talked to a certain Butler High School student who's inspired by his family to do something very special.
My grandma fought through breast cancer. She's a survivor, God bless her, but it was a fight, and I watched her fight every day.
Now, Ben Fowler, a grandson and a senior at Butler High School, has joined the battle to fight breast cancer.
It's awesome to kind of fight for her, fight for the women who are struggling right now, fight for the women who can only focus on this.
Ben, who runs cross country at Butler, is part of the CMS Student Athlete Advisory Council, who launched Athletes for Good this month. It is an initiative aimed at raising funds and awareness for breast cancer patients undergoing treatment. The goal is to raise $5,000 to buy care packages for those patients. The method to get there is selling bracelets at school and sporting events.
It's incredible. I think the $3 bracelets is, I know somebody that wanted to buy all 5 that I had on me one day, and they're like, that's only $15, but these 5 bracelets is going to be something I can pass out to members to not only show what you guys are doing, but what I'm supporting, and this $15 is going to go to a care kit for women with breast cancer.
And help guiding these students in this initiative is Tamara Satterfield, who works for CMS and is the SAAC advisor. She is also a breast cancer survivor.
To have student athletes get behind this, it just shows a different side of what we know about them. And a lot of times we see these students on the field or on the courts or in their various sports, but we don't really get to see the heart of these students. And this is an opportunity for them to shine outside of that.
At Butler High School, Jeff Taylor, Bay Hackle Sports.
What a great story there, Jeff. 28-26 here at the half. Butler leading. More from the Downer Law Firm halftime report after the break. Tonight's Bay Hackle Sports Game of the Week is brought to you by Queen City Audio, Video, and Appliances, your outdoor kitchen and tailgate headquarters. And by Acosta, Heating, Cooling, and Electrical, the household name for quality and trust. And by Charlotte's Hometown Legal Team. If you are injured, call the Downer Law Firm. Welcome back to the Downer Law Firm halftime report. Nick Kloss with you for this one, 28-6. The Butler Bulldogs leading the host team, the Ardrey Kell Knights. And this game was opened up by Brett Freeman, and it's been a game of runs, as basketball always is. Butler went out and took a lead, and then Ardrey Kell, led by Delaney Hammonds, lacing a couple threes, gets up by a couple points, and then Starnes and Showalter start to show out. Milligan also joining in on the action with a three. Badio laced a three as well to get us where we are right now, 28-26. And Ari Branch had a three to finish things off at the end of that second quarter. Branch, just a freshman. They're going to need all their players if they want to take down Ardrey Kell. 28-26, second half coming up. (28-26). Butler in the lead over Ardrey Kell. While we wait to get started, don't forget to watch Game On BayHackleSports.com, streaming Mondays at 7 p.m. Everything you need to know in North Carolina high school sports on Game On, streaming on Mondays at 7 p.m. There's Coach Patrick King talking to his Butler Bulldogs, who took down Charlotte Latin 45-26 to get to this championship game. Ardrey Kell had a little different of a trip. Porter Ridge was up by 17 at one point, and a 26-7 run took Ardrey Kell to the end and getting a win on their home floor and a chance at this championship game. And at least based on that first half, we could see another really close game here from Ardrey Kell. Freeman for three. Doesn't get it. Showalter cleans the glass. Currents for Milligan. Currents. Goes up, draws contact, can't get the finish. Hammonds pushes the pace. To the corner, Freeman for three. Good as gold. 29-28. Ardrey Kell takes a quick lead to start the second half. Starnes down in the post, out for Currents. Showalter nearly lose it. Badio's there. Currents inside, nice pass. Showalter up and in. Freeman kicks it to the corner. Hammonds inside. Kraft. Hammonds for three. Doesn't get it. Showalter comes down with another rebound. Currents for Milligan. In for Badio. Currents carries it up to the top to reset for the Bulldogs. Badio kicks it out. Starnes to Milligan. Currents for three. Hard off the back iron. Tries to get the ball back from Hammonds. And the foul, first of the third quarter, second for DeQuandre Currents. Hammonds. Over for Freeman. Freeman, pull up, long two. Another lead change, 31-30, Ardrey Kell. Bulldogs working around. Badio poked away by Caskey. Gets the steal. Goes straight to the rack. In. Chance at a three-point play for Caden Caskey. Just flying down the floor. Caskey with 5 points so far today. 5 points before that bucket. Now 7 and 8 with the completion of the three-point play. Just like that, a 4-point lead for the Knights. Showalter had a clear lane and looked like a clean finish, but just a little too much on it. Freeman thought about the three. Averages around 16 points per game. Left hand, right for Delaney Hammonds. Showalter to Milligan from the corner. Hits the three to make it a one-possession game between Ardrey Kell and Butler. 4:07 on the clock. And Mulligan doing well. We're going to stay here. Milligan with that nice three to get it back within, and it looked like Ardrey Kell was doing what they did yesterday, where they can go on a run. And, you know, it's not the same way where Porter Ridge was up by a lot when Ardrey Kell started to go on those runs yesterday. But a similar thing for Michael Kraft and his Knights. You see there, Butler taking down Charlotte Latin 45-26 to get to this championship game. We just finished up the women's championship between Ardrey Kell and Porter Ridge. And it was Porter Ridge coming away, led by Ashanti Taylor, the freshman, putting in 21 points. So one champion crowned here for the Hickory Tavern Chick-fil-A Blakeney Winter Classic. Looking for another on the boys' side. Freeman, pull-up jumper. Loves that move. It's been working. 5-point lead for Ardrey Kell. Showalter trying to get around Freeman, draws the foul. Going to be on the floor and go to another break here. And 38-33, 5-point lead for the home team. Don't forget to watch Game On streaming on Mondays at 7 p.m. right here on BayHackleSports.com. Everything you need to know about high school sports in North Carolina. You don't need to go anywhere else. Game On streaming Mondays at 7 p.m. Five-point lead for Ardrey Kell and a scoring drought for the Bulldogs. Here late in the third, Showalter. Pull-up jumper, high arc from the lefty, doesn't go. Hammonds kicks it to the corner for Caskey. Nice finish. Showalter spins and draws the foul. Didn't look like too much contact from that angle. But Showalter going down, missing the free throw. 7-point lead now for Ardrey Kell. Second one goes for Showalter. Freeman, guarded by Showalter. All over him. And Freeman hits another contested three. Branch trying to get the scoring going for Ardrey Kell. 9-point lead. Hammonds finishes. And a chance at a three-point play once again for Delaney Hammonds. A double-digit lead. (45-34). Butler needs the timeout. (45-34), and Ardrey Kell trying to hang on to that lead. 10-3 on the season. Both these teams very good. 6-4 for Butler. Just haven't seen as much action. Ardrey Kell's seen a lot of talented teams this season as well. Butler definitely on that list. The thing that separating Michael Kraft's team right now is their ability to go on runs, to stay unfazed. And also, it doesn't hurt when you have your friends in the crowd. A home game for Delaney Hammonds and the Ardrey Kell Knights. A big advantage to being in your home gym and your home locker room, home fans. It may be a tournament, but being the host team definitely has his perks. Hammonds completes the three-point play to make it 46-34, 12-point lead for Ardrey Kell. Down to the post, Showalter goes up and in. A three-point play on the other side, and much needed for Tyler Showalter and the Butler Bulldogs. Showalter shrinks the lead down to single digits, 9 points between the Knights and the Bulldogs. Freeman goes up, draws the foul going against Freeman. So an offensive foul, a charge called. Could be the break that Butler needs to bring this back close before the fourth quarter. Currents for Branch, picked off by Caskey, but he goes down. Branch called with the foul. Didn't look like there was much contact. Felt like Caskey just was a little too fast for his feet. Official makes the call nonetheless. Back with Ardrey Kell. Bryson Thomas goes inside, gets a bucket, and he gets a three-point play opportunity. Thomas short. Showalter picks up the rebound. Pull back. Just off the front. Freeman and Showalter becoming a pretty fun matchup to watch. Milligan switches on him. Currents pokes it away. Gives it over to Branch. Lays it up and in. Back to a 9-point lead for Ardrey Kell. 1 minute left in the third quarter. Hammonds goes to his left, poked out by Greer, last touched by the Bulldogs. Caskey, quick catch and shoot, but gets fouled by Showalter. And 3 shots at the line for Caden Caskey. And he might be one of the worst players to put on the line for 3 shots. And this is the second time he's had that opportunity. Misses the first. I'll take the jinx on that one. Second one goes. A 10-point lead for Ardrey Kell. Caskey, final shot, hits it. 3 shots, Caskey comes away with 2. 50-39. Milligan for Greer. Branch, Greer takes a 3, hits it. Eli Greer with the triple. 8-point lead for Ardrey Kell. Momentum in Ardrey Kell's favor. Caskey floats one in the paint, gets it to go. 10-point lead, Showalter. Half court, can't hit it. That's the end of the third. A 10-point lead for Ardrey Kell. When we come back, it decides the championship. 10-point lead for Ardrey Kell here at the start of the fourth quarter, trying to decide the winner of the Hickory Tavern Chick-fil-A Blakeney Winter Classic. Nick Kloss here with you for this one, and it's been really tight this whole way. Branch with a three. Ardrey Kell only in that third quarter starting to pull away, now with a double-digit lead. Freeman, pull up, hits it. Brett Freeman can't be stopped. He had 12 points in yesterday's game. And now it just keeps coming. And it looks like a technical foul going against the Butler Bulldogs, puts Freeman back on the line. And Freeman just has a lethal pull-up, too. First one goes. Hits the second. Perfect 2 for 2 on that trip. Ardrey Kell gets to keep possession. 14-point lead now. And you'll see how slow they want to play. .7:30 on the clock, but no shot clock in high school basketball. So you can be intentional with playing slow. Freeman picks up his dribble. Griffiths outside for Bryson Thomas. Delaney Hammonds now. Hammonds across for Kraft. Freeman goes to the right side. Not there, Showalter. Pushing the pace the other way. Currents finishes on the fast break. DQ Currents adds on an extra 2. 12 is the Ardrey Kell lead. Kraft. Hammonds gets the pick from Kraft. Cuts between two. In and out. Nearly goes for Delaney Hammonds. Branch called with the foul. 2 shots coming for Hammonds, and you just see that was nearly another 3-point play for Hammonds. Would have been his third of the day. First one goes. Second one good. Back to a 14-point lead for Ardrey Kell. To the corner, Milligan. 3-point, no good. Griffiths comes down with the rebound. Championship game here. Beautiful Friday night in Charlotte, North Carolina. Seeing if Ardrey Kell can protect their home floor against the Butler Bulldogs. The Knights starting to pull away in that third quarter. Everything can change if Tyler Showalter gets hot, misses. Hammonds coming the other way. Splits through. Caskey for 3. Too strong. Foul going against Griffiths. On to Quandre Currents. Going to be Bulldogs ball at the spot of the foul. Down for Starnes. And they're saying it's an offensive foul against Reese Starnes. Hammonds takes the contact, draws the charge to get the ball back to Ardrey Kell. And a tough time for Butler to chip away at this Ardrey Kell lead. Freeman gets free down the lane. Another 2 points for him. He's owned this game. Over 15 points now for Brett Freeman. Showalter draws a foul on the other end. Lefty hits the first. Badio checking in for Reese Starnes. Nothing there. On the other end, 15-point lead for Ardrey Kell. Freeman at the point, pull up for three. Sometimes you need the heat check, and he took it right there. Up and under, Eli Greer with a nice finish. .point lead. Now for Ardrey Kell, trying to protect it as time winds down. Not yet desperation mode for Butler, and Freeman called with an offensive foul. Fouls right now at 3-3 for these two teams, so 2 away from bonus territory for each. Nearly given up, Currents keeps it in. Loads up, tries to dish it to the corner for Badio. He keeps it, gets to the baseline, misses the shot, grabbed by Bryson Thomas. Hammonds, surrounded by 3, goes off the shin of Showalter. And a timeout needed, 60-47. Ardrey Kell up big, late. Game On, streaming Mondays at 7 p.m. right here on Bay Hackle Sports. You don't need to go anywhere else. You got all your high school sports action right here on Bay Hackle Sports. Game On, streaming Mondays at 7 p.m. 13-point lead for Ardrey Kell. Got the ball at the baseline. And now we start to see if the chess match will really take place. Not too close right now, but if Butler can get within 10 points, you could start to see things change. Right now, going very aggressive, trying to cause some turnovers. Bryson Thomas over to Hammonds. Here comes the double. Thomas kicks it out. Good ball movement from Ardrey Kell. Caskey gets doubled and wrapped up by Milligan. Staying here on the floor. Hammonds with it on the baseline. Freeman goes to the center of the court. Kraft gets it to Caskey. DeQuandre Currents gets low for the jump ball, but gonna stay with the Knights. So a great effort there from Butler, but they have to do it all over again. Calling, I believe, a foul going against Butler. The Butler fans not happy about it at all. And it's another technical against the Bulldogs. Freeman (61-47). Freeman nails the second. On the ground, Kraft gets swarmed, and a timeout called by Ardrey Kell and Coach Michael Kraft. And now a technical against Ardrey Kell, and I believe I saw him put up a number 4. And that's Michael Kraft. Game On, streaming at 7 p.m. on Mondays, BayHawkleSports.com. Don't forget to tune in for everything you need in high school sports in North Carolina, right here on BayHawkleSports.com. So Butler with 2 technical fouls so far in this game. Ardrey Kell finally getting there first. I apologize, not able to really explain where the technical fouls were dished out. When you can't see something clear, you got to think that it may be something someone said, because the officials are keeping track and monitoring. As we get a look at Coach Michael Kraft getting an explanation. Coach Kraft, the longtime head coach of Ardrey Kell boys basketball. 15-point lead for the home team. And now Caleb Milligan will come out to take his free 2 shots. First one goes. Second one is good. 13-point lead. Currents goes around the pick. Showalter from deep. Hits the 3 to make it a 10-point game with 2:38 and a quick timeout. Showalter standing at 6'6", but he doesn't need to play the 4 or the 5, or even if he is, he's stretched. And it's great to see. He plays AAU in the area, trying to get recruited to play Division I basketball. Plays for BSA Supreme. Was a 16U player playing at the 17U level. And in the high school level, you could sometimes see 6'6", 6'5" guys. They're forced into the 5 or into the 4. Showalter, because he plays AAU, you know, he's 6'6", but he's probably more of a natural shooting guard or a small forward, because that's what he'd be playing at the college level. Not big enough to play a 5 or a 4, most likely. So 10 points separate these two teams in our championship game, the finale of the Hickory Tavern Chick-fil-A Blakeney Winter Classic. Bryson Thomas gets it in to Freeman. Foul called against Caleb Milligan. And now the Bulldogs are at 5 fouls, so it's going to be bonus territory. 2 shots coming for Brett Freeman. First shot's good from Freeman. Second one goes as well, extends it to a 12-point lead. Another 3-point from Showalter, doesn't get it. Ball on the ground. Milligan comes up with it, still free. No one has it. Caskey comes out with it. And they're saying that the Knights were out on that far sideline. Butler takes possession of the ball. Showalter gets to the middle, draws the foul. 5th of the game. Fifth of this quarter for Ardrey Kell, putting Showalter at the line. First one goes. Michael Kraft coming back in after receiving the technical from what we saw. Showalter hits the second. Milligan checks out. Ari Branch in with Badio at the 3 and the 4. Full court press from the Bulldogs, poked out, but staying with Ardrey Kell as not much time ticking off the clock. Lots of whistles, and already both teams in the bonus. Hammonds gets the ball, no foul inside. Caskey up and in. Under 2 minutes now. Showalter spins, nice finish at the rim. Now for Caskey. Goes up, misses, pulled out. Showalter gets fouled. Butler takes the ball, and Showalter gets to head to the line as well, which if he can complete these 2 free throws, can get his team back to a single-digit deficit, which is just half the battle right now. First one in and out for Showalter. Second one goes, does the job. 9-point lead for Ardrey Kell. Ardrey Kell breaks the trap for Freeman. Caskey goes up, draws contact, up and in. 11-point lead. Greer going end to end. Can't finish, draws the foul. Back to the line for the Butler Bulldogs. Greer hits the first. 10-point lead for the Knights. Second one goes. 9-point lead. Badio checking in. Hammonds gets it to Kraft. Back for Hammonds. Fouling doesn't do much good for Butler because if they do, which Milligan decides to, it immediately sets Freeman to the line to attempt to extend this Ardrey Kell lead. The one thing you can guarantee from both these teams is neither are gonna give in or give up until the very end. So 1:02 on the clock, but plenty more time in the minds of the Butler Bulldogs. First one goes. Back to a 10-point lead. Second one doesn't. Showalter picks it up. Goes down. Lays it up and in. Quick timeout from Coach King. And under a minute left, an 8-point lead for Ardrey Kell. And this is where that almost chess match between two head coaches, which is always so fun to watch if you're a big basketball fan. How is one going to counter the other? What's Coach King got in that huddle to try and get his team back in this? And for Coach Kraft, how is he going to defend on the other side? How is he going to try and get this one out? They're doing well at breaking the press of Butler. Butler putting full pressure, and they have a lot of speed in that backcourt between Greer and DeQuandre Currents. So between Hammonds and Caskey and Kraft, they've done well to break the full pressure from Butler, and that's going to be what they need to do. Can't allow that full court pressure to get to them here late. Bryson Thomas sends it in. Hammond's pass kicked by Showalter incidentally. Gets it to Caskey. Easy layup and a foul. Branch lifts up Caskey. Good sportsmanship there. Did not intend to get under him. Was trying to give Caskey the free layup, but instead gives Caskey an opportunity at a three-point play with 47 seconds left. Caskey with a good outing. He's been camped out on the other side of the floor while they've been having Butler at full pressure, so he's been the beneficiary of a lot of those points. Showalter goes up and in, and another timeout from Coach Patrick King. .38 seconds on the clock. And Butler just trying to do anything they can to string a few clutch buckets together and make this one close with about 30 or 20 seconds left. That is one great thing about basketball, is how quickly everything can change. We appreciate y'all for joining us for this one. Got started a little late, but a champion will be crowned between Ardrey Kell and the Butler Bulldogs in mere moments. I'm not going to say minutes, because 38 seconds on the clock, that could be eternity. It'll be Ardrey Kell's ball at the baseline. Coach King doing a great job with this Butler team, getting a big win yesterday over Charlotte Latin. Today, taking on an extremely talented Ardrey Kell team. Freeman gets fouled. Wrapped up by Bryson Chandler, who's come in the game for Milligan. Brett Freeman back to the line. 20-point day for Freeman the junior. It's the first. Second one misses. Showalter tries to go end-to-end again. Good defense. Wrapped up. Going for a jump ball. They call it. Butler gets the ball back. Gives it to Showalter. Spins. Up and in. Great scoring display today from Tyler Showalter. He's been life for this Butler team late. Up 73-65, and a foul brings Ardrey Kell back to the line. It'll be Matthew Kraft this time.
2 shots.
And these 2 shots could put it away for Ardrey Kell. First one laced by Kraft. Second one misses. Clock took a second to start there, but 10 seconds now. Showalter goes through. 7 seconds. Clock running, and Ardrey Kell is going to get the win. And they call a foul with 0.1 seconds left on the clock. Get it back, and Ardrey Kell gets the win 74-67 and takes home the Hickory Tavern Chick-fil-A Blakeney Winter Classic. The host team winning on the home floor. A great game from Coach Kraft and his squad. Brett Freeman balling out to be the player of the game as Ardrey Kell takes down Butler 74-67. That'll be all from us. Nick Claus saying so long. Thanks from our wonderful crew. We appreciate you watching, and we'll see you next time. Post game coming up after this.